Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
We are talking about Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 19, Episode number 8, Truth Tellers and Lie Detectors.
Oh, I thought I have episode 9 down. Is it 8? I don't know why I put 9. Maybe I went to type 8 and it hit 9.
I'm not 100% sure it's 8, but I think it is. Let me just...
Either way, it's about the lie detector, so we know that.
Yeah, it's about the lie detectors. I mean, we start out... this is my thought. First of all, if it is episode 8, which is, I think, what it is, I cannot believe that it's only episode 8, because I feel like we've been watching this forever.
I totally agree.
Right? I mean,
not only do I feel like we've been watching it forever, but I'm bored. I'm bored with the Katie witch hunt. And I think that is just what this is. And I'm bored with the fact that Emily is, Heather and Tamra's employee and doing their dirty work.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
We will get there. So we start out with Heather and Terry in their LA apartment, their penthouse. Jen and her 2 sons are talking, and Slade and Gretchen and Skylar are talking. And then we see Shannon and Gene the Machine.
Mm-hmm.
They're out at the restaurant, and they are celebrating his 96th birthday. Shannon's telling her dad that, Tamra apologized to her, but she's not really going to be jumping back into it. Although she appreciates the apology, there's a lot of hurt that she has with Tamra, because she really came for her last season, and she came for her hard.
Yeah, real hard.
Yeah.
And what I do love is that Shannon's not holding back. Like she says things as she's noticing them this season.
Yes.
Like when Gretchen and Tamra were, going back and forth, and they asked Gretchen, "Did you apologize?" And Shannon was like, "That's one thing versus 12,000 that Tamra did to her." And
Yeah.
it's true.
It's absolutely true.
So I'm
Yeah.
glad that Shannon's opening her mouth. Because Gina kind of is too, actually. But Emily's not going to. Heather's not going to.
We're seeing a whole different Emily this season, I feel like.
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
it's actually last season and this season.
Yeah. Yep.
Shannon, I guess, hired a Marilyn Monroe impersonator to sing happy birthday to her dad, which was cute.
Yeah.
Gretchen meets up with Gina. They go out to lunch because they are going to be meeting with Kiki Monique, and Gretchen didn't want to be there by herself. She wanted a witness. So Gina agreed to go with her. So Kiki gets there, and she says that Katie told her that Gretchen went to the hospital after the Naked Wasted dinner, and she was drugged.
Mhm.
Gretchen seems very surprised. Kiki also says that Gina was also a topic of conversation. Now, she said she was trying to, when Katie came on, she said she really wanted to highlight Asian designers,
Mhm.
and she wanted to showcase them and give them, a platform. So at one point she had on an outfit, and Gina had made a comment to her about, that doesn't look very Asian, an Asian inspired designer. And I don't know if
Which
it
is
was...
kind of a stupid comment to me.
It is a very stupid comment to make. It is.
Like, what is it supposed to look like? Just because the person's Asian, they can design clothes however the hell they want.
I mean, I think it was when she was, I think she was wearing specific designers like Balmain and other, like YSL and stuff, that she obviously knew were not Asian designers. But the way Kiki took it was like, well, that's kind of like a racist thing to say, which I can understand. But now, again, I do vaguely remember her saying that when she first started Katie, that she wanted to highlight Asian designers. So people are questioning, like, Kiki about this whole thing. Like, why would she have do this sit down? And I saw her online, and she spoke about this specifically. And one of the things she said is she had no intentions of bringing up the Gina thing, but The reason she did is she really wanted them to know that this is really something that happened. Like, this was a real conversation. 'Cause when they do it on the show, they flash back to the scene where they're on their bicycles and she makes that comment. That scene was never seen before. So
I
we
don't
wouldn't
remember it, no.
it was I mean, they even put on there, "Never before seen."
Yeah.
So we as the viewer wouldn't have known about that. So Kiki couldn't make that up. And I
Right.
honestly listen,
Right.
I don't think Kiki was making anything up, but this is proof that there's no way Kiki could have made it up, 'cause how would she even have known about it?
Right.
'Cause it's
Right.
nothing we saw, right? It was nothing we saw before.
Yeah. I just don't understand why Katie is still saying she didn't tell Kiki. Like, she's still denying it, right? She's
I
still
don't know
denying that she told Kiki this
I don't
story.
know that she's still denying it, to be quite
I'm
honest
pretty
with
sure
you.
she still denied it.
You
In
think
this
so?
episode, I don't
In
know
this
about right now.
Oh, perhaps in this episode, she's still
Yeah,
denying it,
like,
yeah.
at this point, the jig is up. But you're still not the bad guy. The bad guy is Gretchen for saying it to begin with and now lying about it. And Tamra's the ultimate bad guy for doing this in general, trying to get her naked wasted.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, Katie telling Kiki to me is like a minor thing. So why do you keep denying it at this
It
point?
it is a minor thing, but this is my guess as to why she's still denying it. She's still alone. She's got nobody there with her, and everyone is coming for her. She's got
Yeah.
nobody by her side. Jen was her friend, and Jen is not backing her. Jen is not
No, she's
backing her.
not.
So
No, she's not.
I think if Jen had backed her and said, "Listen, you know what? Gretchen did tell us this information," then she might have said, "Well, okay, I did tell Kiki." But she has nobody at this point. I'm not saying what she's doing is right. I mean, she definitely
Right.
lied. She definitely lied about the Kiki thing. She's on the after show, though. Did you watch it?
I know, but it popped up on my Peacock and I was like, "Oh, I have to watch that." But I didn't have time.
So Katie's on the after show, and the after show was filmed after this started filming, 'cause I
Mhm.
remember Shannon telling telling us when she was on Watch What Happens Live. She
She
told
called
me,
you?
Shannon told me, that
You
she
like
was
this?
yeah, that she was doing hers with Heather, and that's who, in fact, she's doing it with. So I know that these are, fairly recent.
So Shannon's with Heather.
Shannon's with Heather,
Who's
and
Tamra with?
Tamara is with
Emily and Gina.
Emily and Gina, and Jen and Gretchen are together.
And Katie's not on it?
Katie's on it by herself. Katie is on it.
So
So the fact that Katie is on it, the fact that they put at the end of the episode, producers decided that, she was not gonna be on for, giving her a break.
mhm.
I think she'll definitely be at the reunion. I think she'll be at
I
the
hope
reunion.
so.
Yeah, because it's not like she quit. It's not like she was fired,
I
right?
hope so.
She's doing the after show. I mean, I think we're gonna, and she's doing all the rounds. She's been on many podcasts. She's talking to other people, right?
I don't know why she did this with Kiki. I don't know why she wanted to well, I still stand firm that I don't think she thought she was coming back, and that's why she did this.
Yeah. I mean,
But it was a bad move, man.
it was a bad move. The other theory about it is, she was out to lunch with who she thought was a girlfriend. Maybe she had a few drinks
Come on.
and just started talking and didn't think it would be repeated. You know? I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't
That's pretty
know.
salacious.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Gina, after they find out, what Kiki says, Gina asks Gretchen if she feels better, and Gretchen's crying and says, people were trying to tell me, I do feel like, listen, I totally felt like her crying was totally fake. Those tears were fake,
100%.
right? I mean, that wasn't real.
Absolutely.
The fact that her and Slade went on Heather McDonald and they did their whole big spiel explaining the whole how she misspoke and how, because we
When
see her on
she said, "I misspoke," I'm like, "Okay, I just really lost it for you." And when
right.
Slade said that he couldn't do The Bachelor because he was still under contract by Bravo and NBC, I'm like, "I don't even know if I could listen to the rest of this." I did, but I thought it was all nonsense. I thought they came off terribly in that interview.
I did
You
too.
misspoke? That was probably the most honest we've ever seen Gretchen at all her whole time on reality TV was when she said that in the back of the car. Because like I said last week, she like her voice got real low and just the way she looked at Tamara, she was like, but I did. I did go to the hospital. I was so sick." That was probably the most honest we've ever seen Gretchen. I don't know what she thought. Like, did she think that the producers weren't gonna show that? I really I really believe that when she said that, she was being honest. So, I'm sorry, you did not misspeak.
Yeah, and another interesting thing is it just came out, I don't know if it was Us Weekly, but there was one publication that spoke to Katie, and the only housewife she's currently speaking with, take a guess.
Gretchen?
Nope.
The only one she's speaking with?
Yes,
Jen? Heather?
Tamra.
Wait a minute. The only housewife Gretchen is speaking with right now is Tamra.
Katie. The only housewife that is speaking with Katie right now
I
is
believe
Tamra,
that
and
for sure.
Katie really appreciates it. I'm like, "Oh,
That's
Katie."
crazy. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about Gretchen.
No, Katie. I'm like, "Katie, poor girl." Like, she appreciates it because she thinks that, like, Tamara's being genuine. Tamara's speaking with you right now because Tamara sees everything that's being said online. Everyone is saying that Katie was set up. Everyone
Absolutely.
everyone says the lie detector test was bullshit. Everyone thinks that Katie was set up.
She was.
Everyone Yeah,
Lie
everyone
detector test was totally bullshit. Totally bullshit. Totally rigged.
every single person is not every single person, a majority of the viewers are team Katie on this whole situation. They all
Mhm.
agree that she should not have lied about talking to Kiki. So, of course, Tamara's gonna talk to Katie.
Katie should go back and watch the last season that Gretchen was on, or maybe the second to last season Gretchen was on, the second to when Tamra befriended her under false pretense. She was a slithering snake, Tamra. She got right in there. She pretended to be Gretchen's friend to get her trust, and then she stabbed her right in the back to get her off the show. They wanted her off the show. Her and Vicky. That's what Tamra did. That's who's befriending you. That person.
Yep.
That slithering snake. That's crazy.
Okay, so the next thing we see is Heather and Terry and 3 of her kids are playing poker in her LA apartment. Turns out she rents an apartment downstairs in the same building that she has her penthouse, and that's where the family hangs out, and the penthouse is only for sexy time. What?
I don't need that visual, Heather.
No, we don't need that.
And I don't want to hear about your real estate anymore.
Okay, well, they're talking about the Beverly Hills house being for sale for $25 million. Heather says that they said it would take 90 days to sell. They purchased it in 2023 for $16 million, but it ultimately sold for $16.5 million in August of 2025. So,
So they definitely lost money because they held on to it for so long, so they had to pay taxes. Can't even imagine what the taxes are, right?
right, and plus they
And
put
they
money
only
into it.
profited right.
They didn't profit anything. They put money
No,
into it.
I'm saying they sold it for 500,000 more than they bought it for, but all the expenses they incurred while they were under ownership, I'm
Right,
sure it's way exceeded 500 grand.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then plus commissions that they had to pay, yeah. Um, Heather asks the 3 where that they would like the family home to be, and Nick says Palm Springs, and Kat says LA, and Ace doesn't answer. I feel like Ace was gonna answer, but they didn't let Ace answer, so we don't know where Ace wants to live, or Ace.
Palm Springs sounds lovely, though. I'm with Nick.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean,
I
I
mean,
wouldn't
that
want.
seen Palm Spring houses on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
I'm with Nick on that one.
yeah. So then the next thing we see is Emily is throwing the Persian New Year party.
Norooz.
What? Norooz, it's called, Norooz. We find out that Shane's mom is Persian and usually celebrates this holiday, but because his stepdad is in the hospital, she's not celebrating it this year. So Emily decides that she's going to celebrate this new
I
year.
like the tradition, what she said, of jumping over the fire to take away your weakness and give you strength. It sounds dangerous, but it also sounds very productive.
So my thought about this whole thing is, I'm not Persian. Emily's not Persian. I just think that she should have not done this because I don't really think that she represented the party or the celebration the way it should have been represented. I feel as though if that was my culture and I have someone who's not even of that same culture, it just didn't make sense to me. I mean,
Well, look, obviously she needed an excuse to get them in her house so she could do the lie detector test and pay those people to say what they said. I mean, obviously, it was just a ruse.
it was definitely a ruse. I just think it's unfortunate that she used Norooz for the ruse.
Norooz was a ruse. We really set that one up well.
We sure did.
I don't even have that in my notes.
Katie's getting ready to go, and she's saying that she's nervous because she hasn't seen any of them since New Orleans, which I don't blame her. Emily lets us know that
Yeah.
she has 2 lie detector people there.
Yeah,
First of all, that
Katie said she's hoping that they can move forward and start a new beginning. I think she's oh, I think she
yeah, she sure is.
yeah.
That one guy that was there is the guy that has been on many shows before.
Okay. I didn't recognize him, but you said that.
I also saw that one of the questions he asks Gretchen if she's ever had a lie detector test before, and she says no, and she passed that, but then they show you in 2014, the very same guy gave her a lie detector test on TV.
Oh, wait, was that the marriage boot camp thing she and
Yes.
Slade did? Oh, I
Yes.
saw that clip
Yes.
or
It was this
meme, whatever the hell it is.
yes.
Hysterical.
Same guy.
That's hysterical.
So, it just shows you the validity of this test, right? Mm,
Yes, exactly. And the validity of the guy administering the test.
exactly. Exactly. Then Emily and Gina, they go up front and they egg the front of the house to ward off evil. Everyone that walks in, "Someone egged your house, someone egged your house."
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we come to find out that Emily says on the after show that, she doesn't exactly know what it's for. It's supposed to, like, ward off evil, but when she would go to her mother-in-law's house for it, her mother-in-law would egg it after everybody left.
So why'd she do it before?
Exactly. It makes no sense. Like, it
It
just made
doesn't
no
make any
sense.
it's just so it would be on camera, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. It just made no sense.
Yeah. Well, none of it did. The whole thing. The whole ruse.
Yep, for Norooz. So Heather shows up. She's got a thing on her nose. I guess she had a nose biopsy. And she asked if Tamra had been invited, and they said yes. Emily said, I sent her the same text that I sent everybody. Heather's telling them that Tamra's pissed, and Emily's afraid that she's going to come in hot, which is generally how she comes in. I mean, Tamra does
For
usually come in
sure.
hot.
Yep.
I don't know if you noticed this too. When she did come in, Tamra, Gina went up to her right away, and Tamra apologized to Gina. And I don't know if you heard Shannon say, "Oh, well, did you
Yes.
hear that?" Yeah, she
Yes, I
acknowledged
did.
it like right. Oh, okay, that's it.
And
And
now we're gonna pretend like nothing ever happened.
right, exactly,
She gets a
exactly.
pass.
Yeah.
And this is after Gina was saying that she thinks it's ridiculous that Tamara's playing victim.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so I think Tamara walks in at this point, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching, and then Tamara does show up, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, what?" I rewound. I actually thought Jen was Tamara when she walked in the
Really? Oh my god, that's so funny.
I know. I really thought it was Tamara, and it was Jen.
That's funny. So
Yeah,
Emily asks them all to write down questions that they want to ask all the ladies, and they're going to be anonymous, which, okay, that's how you're coming up with your questions. Katie's sitting there on the couch. She's not talking to anyone, very uncomfortable. It was hard to tell by the editing, but I think after listening to Katie on the after show, she did say she wasn't feeling well and she went in the bathroom and she said she threw up. That was actually they made it seem like it was after the lie detector test, but it was
yes,
actually
they did.
but it was before the lie detector test. It was before that's what I got from the after show. It was before the lie detector test. And she also said that when she had left the house, she's like, "Oh, I forgot my anxiety medicine. Should I go back and get it?" And she decided not to. I mean, she certainly should have gotten it because being with this group of women,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, she had a very strong reaction to having to sit for a lie detector test. She did. She had a very strong reaction.
Well, so did Shannon though. I mean, Shannon even said, "I'm not doing that." I don't know if you remember what when it was announced, Shannon's like, "I'm not doing that." I don't blame
I
her.
didn't even notice that.
And yeah, no, Shannon said that. And even if you look at them, like Heather had her jacket on. Like they had the thing over her jacket. Come
Right,
on.
right.
You know what I mean? Like how this is all bullshit.
It was all bullshit. It was all rigged for sure. For sure.
Honestly, I don't even know if I blame Emily for this. Think I blame production. I think this was production's idea. I think this entire thing was production's idea.
Sure, but Emily went along with it.
She did.
And
She did.
on Tamra's behalf, let's face it.
I mean, yeah, yeah. So when
Jen
Tamra get
couldn't answer what half of 10 times 5 was.
it wasn't no, it wasn't yeah, it was half of 10 times 5.
Half of
Yeah.
10
10
times
times
5.
5. Right.
I mean, maybe she was nervous, though. I
I'm
mean,
sure she
I
was
would have
nervous.
been nervous to sit there because you don't have anything to lie about, but it's like, it's what is it basing it off of? Like, my heart's gonna beat fast anyway for something like that.
And not for nothing, I thought the lie detector test questions are supposed to be yes or no answers.
That's right.
So why are you asking her math questions?
Right.
Like, seriously,
Yeah, and
why
I
are you
think they even said, "Just answer yes or no."
right. Why are you asking, it's supposed to be yes or no questions, and you're asking her math questions.
Right. Shannon said she has nightmares about this.
Poor
It's a
Shannon.
weird thing to have nightmares about.
Yeah, so Tamara gets there and Emily says, "Are you mad at me?" She said, "You didn't call me." And then when Emily's like, "Yes, I did." Like, Tara in her mind really thinks that nobody called her.
Or she's just lying because she's a liar.
Right. And that's when Katie gets up. That's when Katie gets up and says she feels sick. This is before we even know about the lie detector test.
I think somebody on production told her about it.
Katie,
Mhm.
I mean, anything's possible. After they find out about, the lie detector test, Shannon's like, "Oh, that's why there's no alcohol here." And Heather said in after show, she's like, "I just thought Emily was being cheap, not having alcohol."
Like, what a not nice thing to say about your friend, right? Like,
Yeah. So the instructions that they get are yes or no are the answers they're to give, and they're not to talk in between the questions. And, some of the questions are, is your name Emily? Is your name Jennifer? Obviously, Heather got the one, would you rather be a housewife of Beverly Hills? And she said yes.
I'm telling you, I don't think they wanted her. I think she tried, and I don't think they wanted her, whether it was the cast or production. Somebody didn't want her, and that's why she's still on OC.
I'm sure that's it. I'm sure that's it. One of the questions was, are you currently keeping any secrets? We don't know what the answer to that was because they never gave it to us. Even when Heather, can you speak any Russian? They asked her that.
Why would they ask her that? Is she Russian?
I have no idea. Does Travis have big balls? They asked Gina.
That was funny.
Emily, they asked her, do you talk badly about Heather Dubrow in front of your children? And she said no. Do you think you're a better lawyer than Shane? And she said yes. Tamara, were you really told you were on the spectrum of autism? She said yes. She failed. I mean,
Failed.
we all know that that's not true. So, like, why? Gina, did you say you keep Heather around for her real estate contacts? She said no.
So stupid.
Heather, did you call the paparazzi to meet you at Disneyland? She said no, and they said she failed.
Definitely called the paparazzi.
Tamara, do you make contact with Slade's ex to dig up information? She said yes. She said yes. Do you
Yeah,
want
she
a
knew she
friend?
would have failed it.
Do you want a friendship with Shannon? She said yes. They asked Shannon, did you make out with multiple men? She said yes. They asked Shannon, do you want a friendship with Tamara? And she answered maybe. And that passed. Well, how can that pass? It's supposed to be yes or no.
Yes or no?
Like, this is what I'm saying. So while Gretchen and Katie are getting the lie detector test, the other women are downstairs asking Gina if she met with Kiki yesterday and what happened. And Gina said it's really not her place to talk about it. She'll leave that for Gretchen, which just means she wants everyone there. They asked Katie, did you play the recording of Shannon for Alexis? She said no. They said she failed that. Did you leak any stories to the press? She said no. Did Gretchen tell you that she was drugged and went to the hospital? She said yes. They said she failed.
And they said she failed that too.
Yeah. Did you tell Kiki that Gretchen said she was drugged and hospitalized? She said no, which we know she did.
Yeah, I don't understand why she's, like, denying.
Gretchen, did you plant stories about Tamra in the media? No. They said she passed that. Did you go to the hospital after naked wasted? She said no. They didn't say whether or not she passed that.
They did not. They did not say.
I mean, give me a break. Like, we know, did you tell Katie and Jen that you were drugged? She said no. We don't know if she passed that either. We
Right,
don't know if she passed that. They didn't tell us.
right.
Did you?
No, I have here I have here Gretchen got a truthful test.
Well, that's what
Gretchen got a truthful test. Katie failed everything and Gretchen passed everything.
well, that's what the one yes, that's what the tester said, but other
Yeah,
things, they would give us the exact questions and what the answers were.
right. That's true. That's true. But he
So
did say she got a truthful test.
yeah, I mean
Isn't that coincidental that Gretchen did and Katie didn't?
right. Jen, did you befriend Tamara with ulterior motives? She said no. Do you trust Katie Gianella? She said yes. They asked her if she has any serious reservations about marrying Ryan. She said no.
Failed that.
Yes, she said you reacted significantly and she failed that one. What does that
I
mean?
don't believe that either, though.
It's a yes or no question. Katie said, I'm not lying. Gretchen said, I met with Kiki yesterday, and this is after they're all done with their test. And she said that you said all this stuff. Gretchen and Jen are both maintaining that Gretchen said she was sick as shit and should have gone to the hospital. So this is really where the problem lies, is that Gretchen did say this to Katie and Jen is not backing her. And Katie's out there on her own, and she already told Kiki this, and she's the one who looks like the liar. I mean, she did lie about telling her, but Gretchen is the one who gave her the story to begin with, because how would she
Right.
have known about it?
Right.
How would she have known about it? Like, why doesn't anybody ask that? Like, why would she put that story out there if she didn't get it from Gretchen? She wouldn't have known about it.
I know.
And
That's
then,
why I don't understand why Katie is still at this point on the show denying that she did it. Like it's very obvious that you said it, but that's not the problem is that Gretchen said it to you.
right, right,
That's like so just admit that you did it because we all know you did it. Just like you said, nobody else Kiki
right,
saying it was you. I
right.
mean,
It was you.
but at the end, she's talking to a producer outside. My DVR cut off after this. So I watched this Thursday night after it played, and I had to watch it on my DVR because it wasn't on Peacock yet. And my DVR cut off right after Katie was outside talking to the producer, and she was like, "This is bullshit. I didn't do it. I didn't lie." That's what she said. "This is bullshit. I didn't lie."
Yeah, she did say that. I have that written down. Because then Emily starts yelling at Katie, nobody believes you, not even a lie detector test. You
And
failed
kicks her out.
every single question, which, and then kicked her out, which first of all, it was so aggressive the way she did it.
Horrible,
It was
horrible.
totally uncalled for.
Yes.
Gretchen in her confessional says, I feel like an idiot because I believed her and I didn't believe the other women. And now I feel like an idiot. Okay. Well, you are an idiot, Gretchen. And that's not the reason why.
Right.
Gina says that you told Katie that I was insinuating that I was racist. Well, I mean, what you said was racist. It was.
It definitely had an undertone to it.
Yes,
Like
it did.
snarky, like, "Oh, is that one of your Asian?"
Right. And I
It
don't think she
was
meant it that way, but that's how it was. That's
she
how it
probably thought
was.
she was being snarky, like,
Right.
but I mean, it's 2025. Like, you haven't learned, we know to do better.
Right. We do. So Katie was outside the house talking to producer Kendall and said, I did not lie. And that's what makes me so upset. Tamra asked if she admitted meeting with Kiki and Gretchen, and Jen said yes, she admitted to me meeting with Kiki, but she said she never brought us up when she spoke to Kiki. Producers told Katie she should take a break from filming, and then we see it, that she's not going to be on. And she's also put out there that she was glad that she didn't go on the Amsterdam trip because it would have
Yeah.
been horrible for her. It would have been horrible.
Yes. Yes. I mean, like you said, Emily was very aggressive asking her to leave her house. That was
Yeah.
very aggressive.
She really was. I mean, I was taken aback by it. I was like, I mean, this is supposed to be a Persian New Year celebration.
Right.
And this is how you're acting. This is how you betrayed it. And you throw someone out of your house. Like the whole thing, it was just so off putting. This whole season,
The whole
the way it's,
season. That's what I'm
the
saying. I'm bored. It's
well,
not enjoyable to watch, producers.
it's not.
They come up with a new formula because the constant cat fights and them going after each other, it's just not enjoyable. I mean, you can have a little drama here and there, but I don't know. I just don't wanna watch women fight with each other.
No, I don't either. Not over nonsense.
Right,
Not over,
right,
especially something that happened 17 years ago.
right.
Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah, but if you guys haven't heard listened to the Heather McDonald interview with Gretchen and Slade, definitely listen to it and let us know what you think because I thought they sounded I don't think they came off very well, personally. And now Tamra is gonna be on Jeff Lewis's podcast, so we'll have to listen to that.
Yeah, so she was on if any of our listeners have Sirius, you can listen to it. It happened already. And then we don't have Sirius, so we have to wait for it to come to her show. I'm hoping it drops on Monday, and then we'll get
Yeah,
a little bit more insight as to what actually happened, but I'm just very disappointed with this whole season. I just think they can do better, and
yeah,
they should do better.
they
I
should do
mean,
better.
unfortunately, it's over now, so we're just gonna have to wait and see how it ends up and what happens at the reunion. But I hope Katie gets vindicated in the reunion at the reunion,
I
and
do too.
I hope that she comes back next season. I really do. I hope she comes back.
I do too. Hope that we I hope it's proven that Gretchen was lying. Obviously because of HIPAA, you can't, but I mean, there's hospital records. This was 17 years ago, though. I don't know what the law is on that. Like, I know attorneys have to hold on to records for 7 years. I don't know about hospital records, but there has to be a record somewhere of her showing up at a hospital.
Yeah,
But with HIPAA, I guess if she
no.
doesn't, you know,
She
if
would
she
be have
doesn't
to
request it,
right, she would have to be the one requesting it, and that's not gonna happen because
even a doctor couldn't come out and say it.
no.
Right.
No. No. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yes, we will.
Okay, so until next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please give us 5-star reviews and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.